Boy, you know you make me float. Boy, you really get me high. Ooh, I feel like going dope. That's you. You serve me on.
Friends, we're back. I'm Kandron,
What's up? It is Deja. How y'all doing?
and we are Black and Curious collectively. Um, we're here. We're gonna talk. All of our beauty details are below, as well as our cocktails. I'm having a Saint Germain and what is this thing? Oh, there's like a pineapple green tea situation from Trader Joe's, so I had that together. Deja was having some concoction.
I need to refresh my drinks. I'm not going to show it to you, but I had pineapple juice from the Trader Joe's. It's the most delectable juice I've ever owned. A bit of nasty Kettle One Botanical Vodka because it's gross, and a splash of black tea to make my drink with some lime juice. So it's quite lovely.
Okay. Excellent. So all of that will be below in the description box, like I said, as well as our beauty details. Now, we're here today to talk about Adele.
Miss Girl.
The doll is back. She's back on the scene. She's got an album coming soon. And I heard about an article that she did with Vogue, and she was saying basically like she loves singing but doesn't like fame, and that she emphatically basically never wants to have another song as big as Hello. She was like, nah. She was like, it changed her life in a way that she was not prepared for, and she does not want to have to deal with it ever again.
You know what?
And
I'm not mad at that because I'm like, who wants to be Beyonce famous?
I don't even think Beyonce wants to be Beyonce.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's the vernacular for it. Like, even though I know, and we are Beyonce fans, so please don't be have come for us. I'm not saying like that at all, but like I'm using Beyonce as like a verb here, I guess, because of the fact that like you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything, you can't like you got to close down whole stores so that you can to go shopping in the Target. I think a couple years ago when they moved out to California, they had to shut a whole Target down so she could go shopping for her children like a regular person.
Yeah.
And it like it's cool until it's not.
Until it's not, exactly.
You realize that I can't even drive myself anywhere.
Yeah, like you have max access, so that part is dope, but other than that, it's just a hassle. Here's what Adele said, and this was from American Vogue. She said of her new album, there isn't a bombastic hello, she tells me at one point, but I don't want another song like that. The song catapulted me in fame to another level that I don't want to happen again. I'm not saying I've got hellos in my pocket. I was just conscious that I didn't want my story on this album to sound like that. Actually, I think this relates to beyond just the fame portion. I think this actually relates to a lot of Black women in one way or the other. I know that Black women are like the largest percentage of women who enter into entrepreneurship. And a lot of that is because we want off the ride. And I definitely I've gotten to that point almost in my career, I think, where I'm just like, oh no.
This is not it.
I've gotten here. This is as far as I wish to go because I'm not getting ready to play the game. I'm not gonna do the corporate bullshit game to get to the next level. So this is where this is where I get off, or this is where I pivot and try to find something else to do with my time. So I don't know. It just hit me that like she was opting out, really, in a certain way. She's like, I like what I do. I like where it's what I've gotten from it. But I'm opting out of that shit, that next shit. I don't want that anymore.
But the thing is, like, she doesn't, the irony is like you get to create the magic, but you don't get to dictate how the magic is received by the masses. So if the masses receive you in a way that is giving the energy of hello, then that's what it is. And that's the unfortunate piece of like fame. Like you created something that people are in love with, which then makes them be in love with you. And like people, especially the world that we live in now, they don't separate the music from the person, or when they do separate the music from the person, it's because it's cancel culture. It's because like in the case of R. Kelly, whenever all the older blacks was like, we still listening to R. Kelly, and all of us in our generation was like, fuck R. Kelly, we can't listen to that, like he's making money off of you listening to his music, and that money is going to like the things that he did. Like that's a prime example of having, he created some like musically, he created some magic. But once we found out the shit behind it, it's hard to listen to the same music because you know where it came from. I just hit myself in the face.
Oh. I think yes and no, because I get what you're saying about not being able to dictate how the masses see it. But there is a formula, and there is certain songs that are just gonna do it. And like you can't know for sure that those type of songs are gonna do it, but like a more like a full pop ballad like that, it's just gonna be big, I feel like.
Yeah, but like the song that she's just released now, I feel like is giving that same energy.
I don't think so.
Because the
Like
way
I'll give you a prime example, another example, not Adele. So I was like having this moment of British R&B poppy fusion sort of girls, right? And so like Jessie Ware was like one of my favorites. I loved her first album. If you haven't heard it, you should. And the second one was a little bit less pop. I mean, it was more poppy. It was more pop, but there was one song on that thing, and I was like, this is the song. This is the song that's going to be everywhere. It's called Say That You Love Me. And I was like, this song is going to be everywhere. And the next thing I knew, that song was on like a damn Nivea commercial. It was like like it was that type of song that's just going to command. And I don't think Jessie Ware has any more of those songs, but that song was going to command, period, full stop. There are certain songs, Kanye Power comes to mind. Like, we're never getting away from that song, ever, because no one man should have all that power.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah.
My brain,
like,
yeah, okay.
That song is going to be everywhere. Like every time there's a movie out about some crazy egomaniac, that song's going to be somewhere in the lexicon. You know what I'm saying? Like there are just some of those songs. And that Hello from the Other Side, like the way she belts it, I feel like there is a way of knowing when you're reaching to that level.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I guess I wonder, maybe, as someone who is an artist and you love the craft, like you love to sing, you love the music, like if that is what you're feeling in the moment of you creating this song, you're going to stifle that energy. Like that's what I wonder as far as she's concerned. Like, because who's to say that you're not going to have another experience with a song where you give that life to it that you're talking about, and it's felt by the masses. Again, you create magic and you give it out there to the world to see. Like, who's to say that like that's not going to happen? You're going to just stifle the creative juices? I don't know.
I mean, maybe she doesn't stifle it. Maybe she has songs like that in her catalog for her own. Yeah, like when she feels like she's reaching to that level, she'll be like, oh no, not that one. That one goes into the archives.
That's so crazy. But I mean, if you don't want to be everywhere up under the sun, you got to go hide up under a rock.
Yeah. But I think there's something to be said for like deciding what your limit is and getting off when even if that means you make less money or you're less famous or whatever, like there's something to be said for like getting off when you're done. Whether or not that is where everybody else thinks done is, for you to get off when you are done.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
So, anyways, tell us what you think. Girl, have you ever had it? Like, I'm catching my hair in my. Okay, have you ever had the experience of being like, girl, this is where I get off? Let us know down in the comments. What do you think about Adele's new music? I'd love to hear about that because I'm a long time Adele fan from like 19 years.
Agreed.
So let us know what you think in the comments. Find us everywhere at Black and Curious. All of our information is down below.
Until next time.
Boy, you know you make me float. Boy, you really get me high. Ooh.